make sure you say what state you are watching from so we can check in. I'd love to hear, are you guys gnome people? Put gnome if you are, and put not if you are not. I think you're either a gnome person or not a gnome person. And funny, gnomes are where I started. Gnomes are where I started. I actually started doing a YouTube channel and made, you know, was just doing a little craft project here and there on YouTube and my prairie scraps over there. And, made my sock gnomes, and that has been like my #1 video for like 4 or 5 years solid, and enough so that I actually have lots of followers, I think, because of that, and I appreciate that. So I'm thankful for everybody that's over there. So anyway, I keep coming back to gnomes because I am full of gnomes, I guess. I don't know. I didn't even realize these gnomes are like all attached. I didn't even notice that. Like, they're not individual ones. You could cut them out. You guys know how I feel about cutting out. I actually had to cut off the bottom half of this. These are usually attached. This is a 12 by 18 transfer, and it is called what is it called? Family of Gnomes. So it's a whole family of gnomes, and I thought we would make a couple of gnome cutouts today. If you guys, hey, Michigan. Oh, that's Eastern time. Are you up in the UP? Eastern time. We were just talking about, but anyway, I cut off the bottom, and you guys, I usually keep them together because I like to know what pieces I have, and it's sort of like a puzzle piece when I keep them on the backing and I just cut them apart. But this is one that I got at Leadership when I went to San Antonio a couple weeks ago. And to get it into my suitcase, I had to cut it. So if you can imagine, that was killing me to cut it. Anyway, you could cut these apart and do these individually, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and make some gnome cutouts. If you guys have been watching, we had, what day was it? Was it last Thursday or Friday? I think it was Thursday. We had a launch of cutouts, and so they were these reusable chips shapes like this. This is the fox, and I got one at Leadership and got to make one. I need to put glasses on this little guy, but they're kind of nice because you can make like standouts, but they sold out so quick. Like, the one I really wanted was the bunny, not the gnomes. They had the gnomes, they had the Cottontail Farms bunny, which I really wanted. And then, I don't know, there were a few other ones. The only one that is still currently available goes to the Celebrate, the big Celebrate sign. That if you watched last May, when I was my old self, on Facebook, I made a big board for graduation, and that particular transfer has the cutouts. They're reusable. So the nice thing about the Celebrate ones are that you could change the coloring or change it out and put magnets on the back, stick it, or Velcro even, and stick it on your board and use them wherever. They stand out. That's the fun thing about it. But these are reusable. You can just get it wet to reactivate the paste and wash it off and start over. If you don't like it, if it doesn't turn out, if you want to change colors. I'm not sure about the woodland ones. I'm not sure you'd really need to like wash them off, because unless you decided this was a cat and not a fox. I think it's a fox. We all thought it was a fox, but sometimes the more I look at it, it kind of looks like a cat. So there's that. But anyway, they sold out so quickly that I thought I would show you a shortcut to making some cutouts of your own that you can go ahead and put magnet on the back and reuse it over and over again. And we're going to use, this is the new chalk suede paper, which is very exciting for those of you who are into paper goods. If you are a paper crafter, put paper down below. I'd love to hear about it, and I will keep you posted too about all of the things that are paper stuff. But these come in a 12-pack. They're 12 by 12. They are a lot like cardstock, but they are a lot not like cardstock. It is actually a really soft surface. It feels kind of cool. It's the same thing our little tags are made out of, and our cards and our journals are made out of on the cover. And we can chalk on them, and they are washable, so you can wash it back off. You can wash off mistakes. You're not going to want to go ahead and wash after it's been set. Although I do have one tag that I want to try washing it off because I messed it up. If you were watching my Valentine's, I made a mess of one of them. And so I'm going to try it. We'll see. Oh yeah, here it is. I made this one, this topper, and you can see I smeared it really nice and good. It's in red. So I'm going to see what I can do. I'm going to try reactivate it, see what happens. This is the chalk suede paper as well that was on those Valentine's kits. So that's what we are going to do today is I'm going to make some little gnomes that I can reuse over and over and over again wherever I want, put them on different things, and I'm going to show you how to do that, how to do fussy cutting. And if you're a paper crafter, you probably already know. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and fuzz this. This is one of the new transfers. It's a little more clear than the older ones. And so you don't even need to normally fuzz it when you use it on your other surfaces. But because I am putting this onto the chalk suede paper, I'm going to go ahead and fuzz it. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to make some little gnomies today. And I was thinking, hey Mom, good to see you. I was thinking about using Easter colors kind of today. I was thinking Easter gnomes. What do you think about that? One of the surfaces I am excited to use magnets on is this. This is our Aiden board. This comes actually in our kit. If you were, or in our perks pack, if you sign up as a designer, you can get this in that, and it's like 99 stuff. It's way worth it. But this is magnetic. Isn't that exciting? I have some of our magnets, and it's totally magnetic. And so you could put the gnomes on there, take them off, move them around, make a whole family of gnomes. Isn't that fun? So I think that's where we're going to be using it. I always keep a magnet on there. But first, we're going to use this on the chalk suede paper. And so I'm going to do some fuzzing here because I don't want it to stick too hard. And I maybe still, you can fuzz, that's our fuzzing cloth. You can also fuzz. I've got a big piece of hair on here. I don't know. I feel like sometimes I shed hair according to season. Is anybody else? Are you a hair shedder? So it seems like right now is the time. I'm going to do this a little more. This is still pretty sticky. This is the first time I've used this part of it. I did use that little flower to make some sunflowers. I thought it was pretty close to looking like a sunflower. I know that anatomically it's not correct for a sunflower, but I was trying to make sunflowers for our bridal shower coming up, and that's what I used. So I have used other parts of this. That's kind of the cool thing, is that you can do whatever you want. I haven't even decided which one to use yet. Maybe I should make a little girl and a little boy. What do you think? Or a man and a woman. I kind of like this one down here that has the braids. We'll see. I'm going to start with her. And I'm just going to put the backing on the part that I don't want to paste on. And of course, I've now collected another piece of hair. So I'm just going to put this little girl right on the edge. We don't need to go in the middle of the paper. You could if you wanted, but my cheapness plays in part here. I don't want to waste paper. Maybe that's my scrapbookingness, right? Every little bit you want to keep. So, and actually this paper is not bad. Even the tags are like they're $1 a piece, I think, when you figure out the price. Now I've gotten like little, the thing about this, this new transfer, these transfers are reusable, and they are so light that you can see through them. And I keep finding like little spotches of stuff that I got underneath there. So I'm putting that down. It's coming up and going down really nice and easy. So I don't know what that is. All right, we're gonna get this little girl done. I don't know. So let's see. I don't have a huge plan for this. I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna use our new Shimmer Flamingo. This is a new color that just came out. I'm kind of excited about it. I just used it on my sign in my house. And I'm just going to use a mini because I'm going to start with her hat, I think. Maybe I will regret this a little bit because I think it might be hard to get near her head. And I may be having to use my tool as well to kind of get the spots, but that's where we're going to start. I might make her a brunette too, right? Get in here with my tool. I've already decided I'm going to fail on this. I don't know. If you would like all the parts for this project today, just go ahead and put no, well, I already asked you to do gnome, so don't do gnome because I already asked that question. Let me think of a word. Why don't you put mags for magnet, because we're making magnets. So just, if you want all the supplies for this project, I can put that together for you. I actually won't do a jar of paste. I'll do the paste packet. So let's see if I can, I'll just set this aside here. I don't want to leave it open. But I'm thinking about making her a little pink around the edges here. I don't know, this might get pink, and then I think I need brown too. So let's see what I can find here. Want some brown hair, right? Brown is best. Hey Andy, good to see you. Thank you for joining me. We're making some little gnomes. Trying anyway. Okay, brown and pink I said, right? I think that's pink, that's green. All right. It is kind of pink, I don't know. Maybe I'll go Sunset Drive. That kind of looks like a skin tone. I'm making her to look like me. That's what I'm doing. And then I did get some more wipes because I was completely out. I usually buy the 3-pack, so I was surprised I'd use up all the 3-pack. I have a hunch I have like wipes somewhere. I don't know where. All right, we're just gonna do her little nose and her ears. I think it might kind of look the same as her hat here. Might look pretty similar. I'm just gonna do her ears and then I'll come back. I'm gonna peel this because I think it's gonna get too dry. I don't want it to dry up. Although these are brand new pastes for the most part, so I think they're staying pretty wet so far. All right, I'm gonna set that aside. This one is called Sunset Drive. And these you can make any color you want, really. Okay, so we're gonna peel this to reveal it just because we want it to not dry too hard in that transfer. I'm gonna peel it back. Oh, she looks like a little boy. Actually, it looks pretty good. I'm pretty excited. Isn't she cute? Looks like a little boy, doesn't she? Little hat. All right. Let's see what we do. I might go with blue. I've been dying to use the new blue. My husband called it robin's egg, but it's eggshell blue. I am dying to use it, and it's back in stock. Remember, it went out really quick. So some of these things, when they come out and you see something, the company is purposefully letting things run out because we want things to be like on demand. We don't want to have an overstock of things and then have to sell it off cheaply. So if you see something you really like, you want to grab it right away. All right, I'm gonna put this back down without sticking it together. All right. Now I'm gonna do her hair in brown. Bark is the color. I like bark. You could do black, you could do blonde. Excuse me. Trying to get that peach off. hoping this is wet enough. This looks a little thick. It's near the end. We're getting near the end here. I'm trying to just get her hair. So, how was everybody's Valentine? Oh, I missed her chin. I missed her chin. Guys, I'm not very good at these small things. How were your Valentine's Day? Did you get something fun? What did you do? What'd you do for Valentine's Day? I'd love to hear that. We got each other singing Valentine's. And my daughter is in the choir, and that's what they do for a fundraiser. And so I got one for my husband. He didn't know. And we kept it a pretty good secret, but my daughter kind of gave it away to me that he had gotten one. So then I was giving her a hard time. We aren't very good at keeping secrets in our house. We're just not. I would be the one that usually keeps the secrets, and we have certain, usually it's the male kids and husband that have a hard time keeping secrets. Especially for gifts. It's too fun, right? Giving gifts is so much fun. Okay, I'm going to try to real quick get her chin. I missed her chin. I missed her poor little chin, and then I'm going to peel it again. This might seem a little tedious, and to me, I'm not really great at patience. If you've watched any of my things, I'm not great at doing this, but I just want to show you that you can do this. All right, put that back on, and we're going to peel back on the hair and see how that works out. Hopefully she doesn't look weird. There's her chin. Nice. And bark for the hair. Nice, nice, nice. I think this is looking good. I hope you can see this. I know it's a little far, but I want to get this. I'm getting to the point where it's hard to not smear it by moving it around, so I don't want to move it around. But if you made a little smear, you can definitely clean it up on this. This is the chalk suede paper. It's not just any cardstock. So that's kind of the cool thing about it. So we got each other that, and I did a little, one of the girls in our school district, or one of my friend's daughters made chocolate covered strawberries, so I got my husband that. Supported local, supported local. It's nice to support small businesses, and that's what I decided to do. Okay, here we go. Eggshell blue, or robin's egg. I'm going to use that for her because I love this color. I'm so excited. I might paint my whole kitchen this color if I ever get my kitchen done. Oh boy, this is, ooh. Don't mix new colors in yet. Nope, nope. Don't want that. I'm just going to take a little off of here because this is brand new color that just launched. It went out really fast, so if you want it, grab it because it's gonna, everybody wants this color. I was so excited. This is the one color I really, really wanted. It's so pretty. So you get to see it today. I had it, and then I didn't want to demo it last week when it ran out. So, although, because I own it, you probably see it sometime, even if it goes out. Just goes to show you. Sometimes things are a little bit... Okay, here we go. Oh, she is very cute. Very cute. All right, we got her off. I'm going to put this on here. And this just washes off with water in the sink. And then these new transfers, instead of like putting them right on the backing to dry, I've found that it works better to put them upside down so the sticky side is up on the counter to dry for a little bit, and then go ahead. Oh shoot, I smeared her a little bit here, so I'm just gonna wipe it off. I'm gonna prove that you can just wipe it off. I'm gonna have this eggshell blue everywhere. But that's the cool thing, is that you can, I don't know, kind of looks like that bearded one is kind of, I'm trying to, I got it smeared in a couple spots actually. Oofta. Oofta, oofta. That is my Norwegian heritage talking. Tell me, are you a gnome person or no? Put gnome if you are a gnome person. I think you are or you aren't. Anyway, I made so many gnomes of those sock gnomes and sold them for such a long time. A couple years, actually. At craft fairs. I think everybody thinks I love gnomes. I just love the fact that other people love... I always think... I shouldn't say I don't like them, but I'm not necessarily like a gnome collector. But I'm starting to get a gnome collection, I think. Because people keep giving me gnomes. This actually is coming off nicely. I just have to keep moving it around to a clean spot. Little messy here. I'm a little messy. I'm not gonna lie. This is my own doing. This is the nice thing is this chalk suede is washable, so we can get it off. I think I'm just not going to deal with that anymore. I might give up so that we can move on to Mr. Gnome here. We got Mrs. Gnome. And that face is, that color is not very contrasty with that flamingo. Now you could do anything. You could paint it in. You could do like the watercolor under it to fill it in. All right, I'll show you how that is. What do you think? Isn't she cute? Isn't she cute? I'm gonna put it up there for you. Very cute. She's cute. We have, I hate to like go in the middle, but I might have to because I don't want to mess up anything here. Nope, I need him. Little boy's ear is going to be off. All right, I'm going to use my paper here. I'm hoping that's pretty dry. In fact, I probably should check it. I'm going to dry it up a little bit because I don't want to smear it any more than I already have. I don't want to make a mess. Might do his hat in that eggshell robin's egg blue. It's actually kind of fun. Sit and make. Oh, I've still got Mr. hanging out. Got his beard off. I keep picking up little things. And you know, our transfers used to be kind of a darker color and you couldn't tell very much. There it is. But now with this clear, I can really tell when I've got things going on underneath there, which is a good thing because you know, you don't want to have anything holding the transfer up. You want it to go flat because anything that's holding, any little air bubbles will make it go underneath and not make such a clean project. All right. I think I'm gonna do his bottom, this flamingo color. So that's what I'm gonna do next, is the little bottom. Do it with this shimmer flamingo. This is the hard part. You could tape it off. We've got transfer tape as well as just the blue, you know, Scotch tape you could use to tape it off and make a cleaner cut. But if if you guys been watching me, I'm an eyeballer. I don't have a ton of patience for measuring things or for fussing around with stuff. So sometimes I just throw things together and call it good. And you know what? Usually my projects turn out okay. So that's the fun thing. Oh, Deanna, if you're on, do you love the gnomes? Is that what you're saying? They're kind of cute. All right, back to our, I'm going to give him a brown beard. Brown beard. Let's see. Let's see how we can do with this brown. And mustache, I should say, too. Brown beard and mustache. And I tell you what, if I could do this little fussy stuff, you can do this. If you can butter toast, you can do this. I would say, well, I don't know. If you like to do this sort of like small, finicky things, this might be a great place, you know, to start with. But if you maybe don't have the patience for doing, you know, fussier projects like this, where you're doing, you know, fine lines, or if your hands, if you struggle with, you know, arthritis or whatever. I have carpal tunnel, so I have my fair share of struggles. But I can't decide. Where does pink start for his face? And where does his beard start? I don't know. Or his mustache here, I guess. I don't know. I think his whole bottom part is just going to be brown here. Bark is the color. I really love the bark color. All right, we're going to peel that because I don't want it to get any more dry than it currently is right now. I'm going to shut this up and peel that up. Because this is a silk transfer, mesh transfer, you do want to go from the center and not side to side. All right. Can you see him? Isn't he cute? Just his bottom half there. Just the bottom so far. Just making them kind of... Hopefully we don't peel off. I maybe should have cut off the misses here so that I didn't peel off her. That would have been a smart thing to do. And that bark is pretty dry. Oops, I just dropped my tool with the paste on it. Good going, huh? Get that paste off, that brown. So we did our little things. We don't usually do a whole lot for Valentine's. I'm not entirely into it, to be honest with you, but my husband decided, since he has to go to Spokane tomorrow to take some tests, that we would go alone. So we are heading out tomorrow to Spokane just for the night. He's got some ASE tests. He's a mechanic, so he has to take his certification tests tomorrow. And so that is what we're going, I'm going with him, and the girls are staying behind and with some friends, and we're gonna have us a little getaway. It's been so long since we've done anything, actually. You know, alone without kids. We've just been so focused. You know, last year was Levi's senior year in high school, so we did lots and lots of like wrestling and trips and things like that, and we have a family vacation coming up, and we'll be doing that with Levi as well. So the girls and the kids, and for spring break. And then so anyway, this will be a nice little getaway. I really can't even remember the last time that we've done something, just the two of us. So we used to do it a lot. I don't know. Maybe we were more desperate when they were little, maybe. I don't know. We did it a few times when the kids. All right, here's that eggshell blue. I love this color. It might be my new favorite. I'm just gonna make the hat that eggshell blue so he matches our little missus. As much as I say I don't really like gnomes, I sure do talk to them a lot. I talk to them. They have a personality, that's for sure. I think each gnome has its own personality. So hopefully we have done these two justice. There we go. I'm excited. I think they look really cute. Really cute. If you are a gnome person, these gnomes are pretty cute. All right, there's the Mr. Oh, and we are losing battery. Mr. and Mrs. upside down, right? Aren't they cute? Oh my goodness. Cute, cute, cute. I'm excited about them. And now I'm going to show you how we can make our own cutouts since they ran out. Also, there are some I think it's just as easy to just go ahead and make these cutout. If you're looking to make them a little thicker, you could take this and glue it right onto foam board, you know, like from Dollar Tree. And that would work. I'm going to try this. I'm trying to leave him alone because he's still a little wet. So I'm going to cut out her first. So all we're going to do to fussy cut is just to cut closely around this. And like I said, if you wanted something a little thicker, you could just go ahead and glue it onto a foam board, but it's going to get a little depth. And then you can either hot glue it on to other things by putting a little wood block behind it, or what I'm going to do is put it onto a magnet so I can use it in several places if I would like to. But this is not hard, and for the amount of things, you could even do this just on your, you know, make it stand out. Don't make a mess here. I'm not going to lie, fussy cutting is not necessarily my favorite thing to do. But I would rather do that than not, you know, be able to give something depth or make a little magnet. I think they're going to look cute. And then I can add them to anything. I have one of these boards, like I showed you, that comes in the kit. I have one of those in my kitchen permanently, and then I change it out seasonally. Actually, watch for my reels. I just made a reel, so it will be up in the next 24 hours, I would say. Put reels down below if you want me to give you the link to that one, because I just changed out my house one from Christmas. I got the Christmas off, and I went ahead and there we go. That's all it took. So easy to cut this stuff too. It's actually easier than paper because it's nice and thick and good quality. So then what I'll do, isn't she cute? You could do anything. You could do like whatever you want. I'm going to take one of our adhesive magnets, and we carry these as well. So these are kind of fun. And any of our boards that are magnetic, or what you can do is put the magnet on something and then put the magnets together, you know, back to back. So I'm just going to take one of these off and put it on her back side, right in the middle. And you could do two if you want. I'm just doing one. You know me, I'm too cheap. And then I'll show you. This is our 8-in board that comes in our designer kit. And you could put her right there. You know, it's probably not going to fit on this one, but I have a dry erase board. I'm getting ready to make, what do you call it? A vision board. And so I'm going to use magnetic pieces, and I can use them on there, or I can use them in my house. This makes it look kind of springy on my house. But I just put our club transfer up on there, and I used the flowers to make it look a little more springy. I'm ready for spring, you guys, ready for spring. And our club transfer this month says welcome-ish, and then it says depends on who you are and how long you stay. And it's got these two little tulips, and I put those on there with the flamingo, and I use the lime green on it. So watch for that. I'll be posting pictures and the reels on that. But this is our club transfer. And if you're not already in the club, this is the month to join, because you will get you'll get 5 free extra this size B size transfers for joining. It's $21.99 in the United States, and you get 3 singles packets with it every single month, delivered to your door, ready to go. Your first month, you will get one of those mini squeegees, one of these ones like I used, and you'll be ready to go for your first project. And this month only this month, 5 free transfers. So put club down below if you want more information on that and want to look at that. But this is the best month to do it. And like I said, it's a great month to join, because you're going to get all those free things with it. So that's kind of cool. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna do the mister. I'm just gonna go around him first and get him off the big piece. And of course, we aren't going to waste. Oh, he's still kind of moist. So I'm gonna dry him up. The cool thing about this is that you get a lot more detail with this than stencils. These aren't stencils; they're sticky backed, and it's silk transfers. So it's silk. They have big ears. I didn't know gnomes had such big ears. But then if you wanted to do your family, I was even thinking I could put gnomes on the back of my truck. I don't know how my husband will feel about that. You could put these on the windows. Use the chalk paste on the windows. It'll wipe off. And it won't come off in the rain unless you actually like scratch on it or rub on it. So it will totally stay there. But I'll use the rest of this. If you have a cat or a dog, there's a cat and dog gnome, which I think is pretty exciting. For those of you that are animal lovers, it's a great way to go. You can make your whole family do how many ever boys and girls, and I don't know, it's something different than those little stick figures. Remember those stick figures? We've had those too, the transfers with a family where you can make your own stick figure family. And try to decide what's the best way. I usually try, I try to cut, when you're fussy cutting, you don't want to cut like, put the handle of the scissors like this way from it. You want to go towards it with just the tip. And if you had like a little scissors too, that might work. I don't know. I'm not fussy enough to fussy cut, maybe. I don't know. And I'm just loosely doing this around. I think I was trying to decide, do I want to go into his ear and his little mustache? I think I'm going to do that. Trying to get a nice little... And I don't want to go too far into his mustache because I just don't want to cut it off. All right, well, we'll do his other side of his mustache here. The tip, I want to leave a little bit more whiteness around the tip just because we want to, you don't want to cut it to fall off or bend off or whatever, break off, wherever you're putting him. All right, little Mr. Ear. There we go. The trick is to get it, you could go right up to the paint if you want, or the chalk paste, or I like to make a little bit of a white area just because, there we go. Then I'm not cutting his paste or his ear off. Whatever it may be. You could even put a little fur on this for his beard. Put some little braids on her if you wanted. All right. There he is. Isn't he cute? I think he's pretty cute. He's pretty cute. And then we got all these little scraps. Not too bad, actually. Not throwing a lot away. I'm big about not throwing paper, good paper away, but this is not bad. All right, we're going to use one of our magnets on the back. So he's going to be usable. Like I said, if you wanted it lifted in 2 places, you could do that. You could also use a Jenga block to lift him off a little bit. Ooh, that looks... But there you go. And it's not going to come off unless you got it wet and scratched at it. Even if you get it wet, it's not going to go anywhere. So like I said, you could do this on the back of your on the back of your truck, not the paper. All right, I'm just gonna kind of show you our little man and woman. Aren't they cute? Isn't that cute? I kind of love it. I kind of love it. So if you would like the information for this project, what did I say to do? Oh, mags, because we're making little magnets. But this you could do with anything. Those woodland animals, you could do the same thing, print them on there, cut them out, fussy cut them out, put magnets, or you could use a block, you know, one of the Jenga blocks, and just glue it onto your project a little away. Totally works, and that gives it some depth to your picture. So as you could see, like if this weren't, you know, lettering here, it would totally stand out because it's got a little bit of a depth in there. But if you wanted more depth, you could use blocks on it too. So I don't know, I think they're kind of cute and kind of fun to do. So mags, if you want this project, if the butterflies would be really cute to cut out like this as well, don't you think? They would be, I would love seeing the butterflies cut out like this. I think they would be phenomenal. And I'm actually, I don't know, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking of all the projects I can do. Definitely the woodland animals, these would look amazing. There's a little bear, this is the fox, there's a honey badger and a raccoon. And they're all like this, and you could make your box frames and put them on there, or just put them on the bottom and put whatever you want at the top, or nothing at the top. It would totally be fine. I think those would be really cute. Trying to think. But that would be a great one to do. Any of our, like, and then the cottontail, if you got the cottontail market, the bunny on there would be super cute. Any of our little animals, I think, would be really neat to cut out, or words. You could just print the word out and then go ahead and just fussy cut around where you want the words. I'm looking at this and it looks like there's a piece of, this is the nice thing. These are our reusable chalkboards. So I reuse it. I have one of these going sideways permanently on my wall in my kitchen, and I change it out seasonally so I can change it out, but I don't have to find like a new place to hang something, which is really kind of a cool way to go, is using one of our reusable chalkboards. So let me know if you're wanting to get which ones are reusable. We have more than just this big one. Oh, that's really on there. I don't know what that is, if I scratched it or what's going on there. That may not be chalk. I don't know what that is. Anyway, I thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you do all the things, share it out, you know, comment, let me know where you're coming from. And, oh, be watching on Facebook. I'm going to be doing that drawing for last week's event, and sending out that Happy Mail, that mushroom Happy Mail. Got everybody's names down. Just got to do the drawing. So stay tuned for that. I appreciate you stopping in and doing all the things. If you have a crafting friend or know of anybody that loves to craft, please send them my way, because this is my small business and lots of options for everybody to try out. So thanks so much for joining me, and I hope you have a very blessed evening, and keep on crafting.